Hello everyone and welcome back again to the lecture of tenses. दोस्तों, in the earlier video हमने किया था all about the present tense and today we'll take up the past tense. So start करते हैं पहले ही past indefinite tense और past simple tense. The construction, the syntax of this tense is subject plus the second form of the verb. This is the only tense from those overall 12 tenses which has the second form of the verb. वो भी सिर्फ affirmative या positive sentences में. As soon as the sentence is changed into negative or interrogative, the form of the verb changes. The helping verb over here is did. Present tense में helping verb क्या थे? Present simple के अंदर the helping verbs were do and does. In this, the helping verb is did. Yes, एग्जाम्पल से स्टार्ट करते हैं. जॉर्ज कंप्लीटेड द टास्क यस्टरडे इवनिंग. फ्रेंड्स, वन थिंग कीप इन माइंड, जब हम पास्ट सिंपल यूज करते हैं, ऑलवेज एन एडवर्ब क्लॉज ऑफ द पास्ट, सम टाइम कंस्ट्रेंट ऑफ द पास्ट शुड बी स्पेसिफाइड. पास्ट का कोई समय बताना जरूरी होता है, जैसे जिस आई पुट अप यस्टरडे इवनिंग, एल्स द सेंटेंस बिकम्स इनकम्प्लीट. एंड यस्टरडे वी डिड in present perfect tense. If this time frame is not specified, तो इसका सही sentence क्या रहेगा? George has completed the task. But if the adverb clause of past is specified, some time frame of the past दिया गया है, then the sentence will be in past simple. इस चीज को ध्यान में रखना. Yes, so affirmative sentence, George completed the task yesterday evening. Subject, second form of the verb plus the complement of the statement. My friends won the last football match on Sunday. So एक टाइम फ्रेम की बात कर रहे हैं. संडे को जो मैच हुआ था, my friends won that last football match. So again, subject plus the second form of the verb. These are the second form of the verbs. Win, won, won. Complete, completed, completed. ये इसके forms होते हैं. And we have done ample of forms of verbs in the earlier class and you should practice the forms of the verbs. Now, we'll make the sentence negative. So, George completed the task yesterday. George did not complete the task yesterday. So, this is the subject. ये subject है. This is the helping verb. This is the verb related to negative. And now, say this particular form. Students tend to make mistakes over here. ये वो जगह है जहाँ पे मिस्टेक करने के चांसेस ज़्यादा रहते हैं बच्चों के. As soon as the helping verb did लगता है, the form of the verb यहाँ पे जो second form था, here it was a second form of the verb, it will change into the first form of the verb. Don't make the sentence as George did not completed the task yesterday evening. This is a wrong statement. The correct statement is George did not complete the task yesterday. So did के बाद always the first form of the verb. Next, my friends did not win the last football match. One का second form win. So my friends did not win the last football match on Sunday. I hope this thing is very clear. Pay attention to this. Mistakes यहाँ पर मत करना. एक ही जगह chances है ज़्यादातर. As soon as we use the helping verb did, the verb changes into the first form. Rest the things are easy. If you want to make the sentence interrogative, start the sentence with the helping verb, end it with a question mark. Automatically, the sentence changes into the interrogative statement. So, did George complete the task yesterday evening? और जब helping verb लगता है, the verb will always be in the first form and not in the second form as we used in the affirmative sentences. Did my friends win the last football match on Sunday? Yes, इसी का sentence का interrogative sentence is in front of you. So practice this past simple tense very carefully. Now, what are the uses of this? To indicate an action completed in the past. It often occurs with adverb clause or adverb phrase of the past time. That is some time frame of the past इसके अंदर mention करना जरूरी है. For example, I finished the syllabus a week ago. This is the adverb clause of the past. Jenny left college last year. This last year tells us the adverb clause of the past, some time constraint of the past. Past simple is also used for polite request with modals. Could you guide me to the airport? इस तरीके से भी इसका यूज होता है. And it is also used to talk about the habitual actions in the past. For example, they worked very hard in the past. मीन्स पहले वो काफी अधिक मेहनत करते थे, किया करते थे, अब नहीं करते. So they work very hard in the past. I went for morning walks regularly. So इसका मतलब क्या हुआ? मैं मॉर्निंग वॉक्स पे पहले रेगुलर जाता था, अब शायद नहीं जाता. Maybe I become a bit lazy. So, this is the way the past simple tenses are used. Moving on with the next tense, past continuous tense. And इसका construction, the syntax of this is subject plus was verb plus the ing form of the verb. All the continuous tense, हमेशा they will take the ing form of the verbs. And in the earlier video lecture, I have told you there are 5 forms of the verb: V1, V2, V3, VSRES, and then the last one we did was the ing form of the verb. And continuous tense may we always use the ing form of the verb. अब where do we use was और were का use कहाँ करते हैं? Was we use with third person singulars and one more thing is added, that is I. So was हम use करते हैं I, he, she, it and singulars. Suppose you get confused, I have told you in the earlier class also, was कहाँ से लगेगा? Singular s, singular s. तो if the subject is singular, s लग जाएगा उसके साथ में. And what will go with? We, you, they and plurals. So this is how the helping verbs have to be used. And the construction is subject plus was verb plus the ing form of the verb. Affirmative sentence examples. Salman was playing chess with Shahrukh. क्या कर रहा था? सलमान शाहरुख के संग चेस खेल रहा था. तो was playing. Salman singular, no doubt he is singular. So Salman was playing chess with Shahrukh. Now see this sentence. सलमान एंड शाहरुख. अब मैं दो जनों की बात कर रहा हूं. यहां पे सलमान सब्जेक्ट है, इधर सब्जेक्ट की बात कर रहा है. दिस इज द कॉम्प्लीमेंट. बट नाउ से दिस सलमान एंड शाहरुख. इसमें भी दोनों खेल रहे हैं, बट यहां पे हम बात कर रहे हैं ऑफ ओनली सलमान. And over here we are talking about Salman and Shahrukh, hence they become plural and hence the helping verb were will be added over here and not was. And over here हम सिर्फ बात कर रहे हैं सलमान की. I hope this is very clear. Great. Moving on with the negative sentences. Negative में कैसे करते हैं? Katrina was not going for a stroll. Stroll is walk. Katrina walk पे नहीं जा रही थी. Shimona's colleagues were enjoying the Sunday in Jaipur. उसकी सहेलियां क्या कर रही थी? Shimona's friends were enjoying in Jaipur. कब? On Sunday. So this is how the negative sentence has to be written in past continuous tense. और interrogative के लिए friends कैसे करते हैं? Start the sentence with the helping verb, end it with a question mark. So interrogative के लिए was Ritik planning to attend college with his friends? And if प्लूरल की बात करें, ऋतिक्स फ्रेंड्स. यस सॉरी, वो ऋतिक्स फ्रेंड एंड ऋतिक. यहां पे मैं किसकी बात कर रहा हूं? और यार आई एम ओनली टॉकिंग अबाउट ऋतिक. हैज वाज एंड यहां पे वर क्यों यूज किया है? हम ऋतिक्स फ्रेंड और ऋतिक सबकी बातें कर रहे हैं. सो नाउ द सब्जेक्ट्स आर प्लूरल. सो दिस इज द वे द पास्ट कंटिन्यूअस टेंस सेंटेंसेस हैव टू बी रिटन. आई होप ये चीज आराम से अब आपको समझ में आ गई होगी. कमिंग ऑन टू द यूजेस कि कैसे इसको यूज करते हैं. टू डिनोट एन एक्शन गोइंग ऑन एट सम टाइम इन द पास्ट, द टाइम ऑफ द एक्शन मे नॉट बी इंडिकेटेड. फॉर एग्जाम्पल, व्हेन आई वेंट टू टॉम्स हाउस ही वॉज वॉचिंग IPL. सो जब मैं उसके घर गया था, टाइम फ्रेम ऑफ द पास्ट, वो क्या कर रहा था? He was watching IPL. He singular है and hence it will take was. So जब मैं टॉम के घर गया था, वह IPL की मैच देख रहा था. Moving on to the next example. We were having lunch when the telephone bell rang. तो at some time जब फोन बजी थी, फोन की घंटी बजी थी, क्या कर रहे थे हम? We were having lunch. we plural, so were will be used over here, and it is used with always for persistent habits in the past. George was always grumbling, हमेशा कचकच किया करता था. मे भी शायद अब सुधर गया होगा, अब नहीं करता होगा. We can also use this for two parallel actions. The दो parallel actions चल रही होंगी. We can use past continuous tense. My brother was playing, but I was studying. Two actions were on. मेरा भाई खेल रहा था, but I was a sincere student. I was studying. So for two actions also at the ongoing time, continuity में, somewhere in the past we can use this past continuous tense. So this is how this tense has to be used. Moving on very quickly with very important tense, past perfect tense. And the construction of this is subject plus head plus the third form of the verb. As I have told you earlier, all the perfect tenses always have the third form of the verb. Friends, present perfect में helping verbs क्या थे? Present perfect में helping verbs were has या have. Present के अंदर the helping verbs were has और have. Has हम use करते थे for singulars and have we used for plurals. But over here in past perfect tense, what are the helping verbs? There is only one helping verb, that is had, followed by the third form of the verb. It describes an action completed before a certain point of time in the past. I met him in Chennai in 2014. Now the sentence is, I had seen him last 6 years before. जब मैं उसको 2014 में मिला था चेन्नई में, I had seen him last 6 years before. उसके पहले मैं उसको 6 साल पहले मिला था. So I had seen him last 6 years before when I met him in Chennai. This is the complete statement. Clear? Now most important use. Be very careful. ध्यान से सुनना इस particular rule को. When two actions are denoted, the action finishing earlier takes the past perfect form of the verb. So this tense is used for two actions. So when two actions are there, we use the past perfect tense. अब इसका यूज तब करते हैं दो एक्शन पे, एंड जो एक्शन पहले फिनिश हो जाती है, द एक्शन विच फिनिशेस अर्लियर विल ऑलवेज हैव द पास्ट परफेक्ट फॉर्म ऑफ द वर्ब हैड. फॉर एग्जांपल, सी दिस सेंटेंस, द एयरप्लेन, subject is missing, I am sorry. The airplane had departed when I reached the airport. Look at this first statement carefully. Two actions are there. The airplane had departed and I reached the airport. Two actions are taking place over here simultaneously. So the action which finishes earlier always takes the past perfect form of the verb had. So the plane departed, one action. I reaching the airport, second action. But how do you come to know which action took place earlier? कौन सी action पहले हुई थी? The verb, the third form of the verb जिसके संग लगता है, that action took place earlier. So the plane had already departed when I reached the airport. So अगर मुझे अपने airplane में जाना होता, could I catch the plane? No, I was late because the plane had already departed. But इस sentence को अब ध्यान से देखना. I'll just change the format. The airplane departed. The airplane departed when I had reached the airport. The airplane departed when I had reached the airport. I am just changing the position of the helping verb and meaning पूरी तरह से sentence का बदल जाएगा. Again, same two actions, वही दो actions as put up in this statement, वही दो actions है, but in this I had reached the airport. So which action took place earlier? Did I reach the airport early or did the plane depart early? कौन सी action पहले हुई थी? I had reached the airport. तो मैं एयरपोर्ट पहुंच चुका था, उसके बाद प्लेन उड़ा था. और इसके अंदर प्लेन उड़ चुका था, उसके बाद मैं एयरपोर्ट पहुंचा था. तो इन दिस I could not board the plane. अगर मुझे प्लेन में बैठना होता मैं नहीं बैठ सकता था. But in this, if I had to board the plane, अगर मुझे प्लेन में बैठना होता, yes friends, मैं टाइम पे एयरपोर्ट पहुंच चुका था and the plane departed afterwards. So this is the importance of this past perfect tense. Be very careful for when you use this for two actions. Yes, so like missing, I had done my exercise when my father came. So again, two actions going on. Doing of the exercise of father ka आना. So father came earlier or I had finished the exercise earlier? Yes, I had finished the exercise earlier because we come to know from this helping verb had. So this is the way past perfect tense is used. Yes. So this usage, the placement of this helping verb had is very important when you talk about two actions. So please don't make mistakes in this particular tense. Moving on ahead, it is used to talk about an unfulfilled wish in the past. Kash, I wish I had gone there earlier. काश मैं वहां पहले पहुंच चुका होता. I wish I had studied regularly. I know आप सब रेगुलर पढ़ते हो, आपके लिए वो सेंटेंस अप्लाई नहीं होगा. You will succeed, you will get through in your exams. But ये I wish I had gone there earlier. काश मैं वहां पहले गया होता. Yes, या पहुंच चुका होता. So this is the way the past perfect tense is used. चलते हैं with the next tense, the last of the tense where past tense is concerned, that is past perfect continuous tense. इसका construction, the format of this, the formation is subject plus had been. Subject plus had plus been plus the ing form of the verb, continuous में always ing, plus the time constraint since or for. Difference between past continuous tense and past perfect continuous tense. क्या फर्क है? Both tell us that the action was going on. The action is incomplete. The action अभी भी चल रही है. But past continuous tense does not tell when the action started. The action is going on, fine. But when the action started, that it does not specify. But in past perfect continuous tense, it tells us. बताता है हमको कब से वो एक्शन चलती आ रही थी with the time constraints since or for. Now, when do you use since and when do you use for? Used, I'll just tell you about this. Since is used, जैसे I told you in the, since is used for point of time. This I have explained you in details when I did the past perfect continuous tense, and for we use for the period of time. Since is used for point of time and for is used for period of time. For example, Jack had been waiting for Jill for Jill since 4 p.m. Since 4 p.m. it becomes point of time. Suppose ये sentence में ऐसे लिखता हूँ, Jack had been waiting for Jill dash 2 hours. So when you talk about 2 hours, तो 2 hours is not point of time. हमको ये नहीं पता कि 2 hours from when. So it becomes a period of time. तो इसके लिए यहाँ पे हम लिखेंगे for. But now one more important thing, Jack had been waiting for Jill dash last 2 hours. अब फ्रेंड्स बताओ इसके अंदर क्या आएगा, सिंस या फॉर? व्हाट शुड कम ओवर हियर? थिंक एंड गिव द रिप्लाई. It should be since, it should be for, kya? In this, the thing will change, it will become since, because now it has become the point of time. क्यों ये point of time हो गया? 2 hours तो यहाँ पे भी था, 2 hours यहाँ पे भी है, but what I am specifying over here, last 2 hours. Suppose the time is 5 o'clock now. पिछले 2 घंटे से, तो you know it comes to 3 o'clock. It becomes a point of time. बाकी यहाँ पे हमको नहीं पता है 2 hours 2 घंटे से, but 2 घंटे कब से. So this is the difference between this phrase. So read the sentence very carefully, and such type of questions you can always expect in your exams. Exam में इस प्रकार के questions हमेशा आप expect कर सकते हो. So इसके अंदर mistakes मत करना. Since 4 PM, for 2 hours, but since last 2 hours. This is the usage of this time criteria, since or for. कितने helpful होते हैं time criteria. कब कहाँ आते हैं, काम आता है हमको ये? It is used for an action that began before a certain point in the past and continued up to that time. पहले से start हो चुकी थी, और जब past के हम किसी समय की बात कर रहे थे, उस वक्त also that action was ongoing. They had been playing for 1 hour when their mother called them to study. So जब उनकी माँ ने उनको बुलाया, वे 1 घंटे से खेल रहे थे, playing for 1 hour. But if I just say since 5 PM, अगर टाइम दिया होता then it would have become since, but यहाँ पे it will be for. I hope this is very very clear. Fine. अनामिका had been reading Harry Potter since last 1 week. अब ध्यान से देखना वापस. 1 week is a point of time. Sorry, 1 week is a period of time. But this last, पिछले 1 हफ्ते से, so when we talk about last 1 week, it is a point of time, and only 1 week बोलते हैं. तो 1 week कब से? It is not specific, so it becomes period of time. But last 1 week की बात की हुई है, and hence the helping verb. This time criteria since is used and not for. If this last would not have been there, suppose अगर ये नहीं होता, तो आंसर क्या हो जाता आपका? For 1 week. Yes. फिर ये सेंटेंस बन जाता, अनामिका had been reading Harry Potter for 1 week. So दोस्तों, I hope you must have understood this past tense, that is past simple, past continuous, past perfect, and past perfect continuous very very easily. Yeah. So this is all for today where this video is concerned. जुड़े रहिए हमारे साथ, and in the next video I'll come up with a bright future and we'll discuss the future tenses. So enjoy learning and all the very best. Thank you everyone. आना चाहिए, then your answer is incorrect, because 2 years is not a point of time. 2 साल, लेकिन 2 साल कब से? That is not specified. So for is incorrect over here. Sorry, for is correct over here. Since becomes the incorrect usage. तो ये sentence आपका ये गलत हो जाता है यहाँ पे. Try to understand the difference between since and for very very carefully. For कहाँ होता है? For is used with a period of time. It denotes what? It denotes a length of time from past till now. That is several weeks, for 7 days, for 2 years, for many years, and so on. Don't say since 7 days. 7 days के संग since नहीं आएगा. It will always be for and not since. For example, we have been waiting for them for 7 years when we met. मैं 7 साल से उसका इंतजार कर रहा था जब वो मुझे मिला, या जब हम मिले. She has been watering the plants for 1 hour, not since, it will be for. So I hope this difference between since and for is very clear. Since हम use करते हैं for the point of time and for we use for the period of time. One sentence I'd like to give you. She has been watering the plants dash last 1 hour. Okay friends, क्या आना चाहिए इसके अंदर? Should it be since or should it be for? Last 1 hour will be the point of time or period of time. सोचो ध्यान से. This 1 hour is period of time. But since last 1 hour, so अभी से 1 घंटे पहले, so it will become a point of time and it will not remain period of time. So इसके संग जब अगर last word लग जाता है, then it will change into since because ये last 1 hour इसके अंदर लिखा है. So please be very careful for this. Rest the things are very easy in this और कोई दिक्कत आएगी नहीं कहीं पे भी. Affirmative, Danny has been studying since 6 AM, एग्जैक्ट टाइम है. Sanders brothers प्लूरल है, हैव लगेगा, प्रॉब्लम की बात ही नहीं है. सानिया has been watching, Sania is singular, has been watching TV since last 2 hours. Now this is what I was telling you. अब इसके अंदर देखो for 2 hours and last 2 hours. So please keep a note of this word last. As soon as last is added, the period of time will change into point of time because it will become अभी से उस समय तक. It shows the exact point. Negative, I have not been taking rest since morning. My neighbor has not been staying here for 5 years. And last 5 years कर दूँ तो then it becomes since last 5 years. Interrogative, very simple, starts with a helping verb, ends with a question mark. Have you been sleeping since afternoon? दोपहर से सोते आ रहे हो. Has Sam been chatting with his friends? Question mark. Yes, it's missing over here. So इस तरीके से हमको ये करना है. Uses, it is used for an action that began at some time in the past and it is still continuing. So now friends, present continuous, it also tells us that the action began earlier, अभी चल रही है. Present perfect continuous also tells us that the action began earlier and it is still continuing. So what is the difference? एक difference है, present continuous, suppose I say I am teaching and then I use this tense, I have been teaching since for 1 hour. So उसके अंदर पता चलता है present perfect continuous tells us that when the action started and it is still continuing, whereas present continuous tense क्या बताएगा? The action is continuing but when it started it does not specify. ये है इन दोनों का फर्क. So it is used for an action that began at some time in the past and it is still continuing. Sam has been studying since 5 o'clock when the alarm rang. तो जब उसका अलार्म बजा वो उसके पहले से 5 बजे से पढ़ता चला आ रहा था. A very studious student. Tom and his friends have been playing for 2 hours. क्या उनका खेलना खत्म हो गया? नहीं. They are still continuing to play. Yes. So this is something about present perfect continuous tense. They have been building the bridge for several months. काफी महीनों से ब्रिज बनता आ रहा है. So has the bridge been constructed? No. The bridge is still under construction. Yes. इस चीज का हमको याद रखना है. Now one last thing in this tense. Jack has been playing since morning and the second sentence becomes Jack is playing since morning. Over here also I use since morning यहाँ पे भी लिखा है since morning, playing भी लिखा है and so on. इसके this is sentence number 1. Suppose this is sentence number 2. Friends, tell me, read the sentences carefully and tell me which of them is correct. Is sentence 1 correct? Is sentence number 2 correct? Both of them are correct or both of them are incorrect? देखो ध्यान से, पढ़ो and tell me which one of them is or are correct. Jack has been playing since morning. Yes, looks to or sounds correct. ये ले सकता हूँ. क्या ये भी सही है? Can we write the statement in this way also? Friends, never. Because whenever this time constraints, since or for are used, we never use this continuous tense. We always have to use the present perfect continuous tense. So, be very careful where this tense is concerned. So, दोस्तों, this is all for today. Where present tense is concerned, stay tuned, stay updated, and the next tense I'll be up very soon in the next lecture. So, enjoy studying, enjoy learning, and see you soon. Bye bye and thank you.